Not another patch update, 2K. What you done broke now? In 2K's latest patch update, they're saying that they're fixing meter dunks. But as you guys know, as 2K giveth, they taketh away. In today's video, we're gonna show you guys what 2K gave us, and we're gonna discuss what they're gonna end up taking away because of it. If any of you guys are new here, drop a like, drop a sub, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
What's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Here we are again. 2K making some major adjustments to gameplay. Let me ask you guys something. When 2K adjusts the dunk meter, what do you think is going to happen to interior defense? Prior to this most recent patch update, interior defense was shining. I know them centers were super happy out there because everybody was missing their dunks, missing their layups. And we're talking about players missing out on conversions with super high driving dunk attributes, 96 to 99. Players are already saying that this patch update and the buff to the dunk meter is reminiscent of NBA 2K24. And the way that translates to me is that if you're able to activate your driving dunk meter, it's almost a guaranteed bucket. And I'm here to say, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts about it, but I will say, if you guys have been following me here on the channel, you know I've gone back to NBA 2K24. If I want to have fun out there, I'm gonna play 2K24. Playing on NBA 2K24, I can say that it is a lot more exciting to finish your driving dunks. Now that may be subjective to the person that's actually driving to the rack. I'm sure the centers on NBA 2K24 ain't too happy with the conversion rate for finishers out there. And I wanna remind you guys of one more thing. Remember that I mentioned that these patch updates pretty much peel back the layers of the new game to eventually reveal what's underneath all those layers. And like I mentioned earlier, NBA 2K24 is underneath all the layers that were piled on to make NBA 2K25. I also made the argument that the 2K devs have already patched the identity of NBA 2K25. Everything that has separated 2K25 from the other 2Ks has already been patched. It's gone, it's out the window. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's reel it back in here. I'll start by referencing the post that NBA 2K sent out. 2K saying we have released an update with the following changes. The first bullet point says, increase the effectiveness of skill dunks on Superstar and Hall of Fame difficulties and in online multiplayer modes. The next bullet point down says increase the effectiveness of hook shots and time layups across all difficulties. Now I want to remind you guys as well that it's your efforts, your submissions to myself and some of the other news creators and some of the other content creators that report on this stuff, sharing a bunch of all the goofy animations that we done seen, people failing wide open layups, people failing to convert on wide open dunks, all of this. Some of the major news creators have been showcasing this over the last couple weeks, and it made 2K's gameplay mechanics look silly. It made the devs look like they just don't care. So this fix to the dunk meter was made on behalf of you guys, the 2K community, for your efforts in demanding change. But I want to create some dialogue here because what really comes with this change? 2K didn't find that there was a problem with finishing. They would have left it the way it is had it not been for the community putting them on blast. Now, I haven't given this new patch update a shot yet. I haven't gone out there and played yet on NBA 2K25. I intend to do that after I upload this video, and I might even go live in case you guys want to join me. But I just want to offer my opinion of what I think is going to happen prior to even getting on the game after this update, because 2K always has an issue with balancing things. The community, they really didn't like the conversion rate for a dunk meter dunks on NBA 2K25. Just like the community really didn't like passing lane steals and steals in general. So 2K nerfed steals to the ground. Now the build that you paid money for, when you put all those attributes on defense to get the passing lane steals that you had been accustomed to since the release of 2K25, that joint has been patched to the ground. Those players no longer play the same. So now here we are tackling another major issue. The devs attempt to make an adjustment to meter dunks. Players saying that this update is reminiscent of NBA 2K24's meter dunking. What does that do to interior defense? Interior defenders are going to be extra frustrated out there where they would consent. First of all, interior defense wasn't the greatest to begin with, but I'm sure interior defenders felt some sense of relief when them players were unable to convert those baskets. Even if they missed wide open and the success wasn't even there, the defender feels a sense of release. At least he's not getting dogged out down there. Pause. I'm not going to ramble on here. I want to show you guys a glimpse of what's to come to interior defense for players on NBA 2K25. We're finna load up this clip from NBA 2K Labs. And by the way, if any of you guys would like to join NBA 2K Lab Premium, use promo code AllCity and you can save yourself 20%. Let's load up that clip.
There was an update today that buffed the effectiveness of dunk meters in online multiplayer modes, and let's just say dunk metering might be back on NBA 2K25. In this short video, you are seeing a 6'4" slasher with a 94 driving dunk getting crazy poster dunks on NBA 2K25. Let us know how you guys feel about the dunk meter after this update down below.
Oh Lord, that was a 6'4" slashing build with a 94 driving dunk. I was out there with my 6'5" that had 96 driving dunk. Prior to this patch update, he couldn't finish anything. What do you think I'm finna do to interior defenders after this latest patch update, adjusting, giving us a buff to the dunk meter dunks? If you guys are seeing a 6'4" player doing that, I feel sorry for interior defenders out there. But here's the thing, y'all, and we can't fail to address this because 2K is gonna drop a patch that pretty much buffs the dunk meter for finishers out there. And sure, finishers are gonna be happy, but interior defense is gonna suffer for it. And there's gonna be a lack. I don't know, I haven't been on the game yet, but I'm almost certain, knowing 2K, that there's gonna be a lack of balancing there. So interior defenders, they're gonna feel neglected. Just like over the past few weeks, finishers, they felt neglected. So the community's gonna end up crying out, right? The community's gonna say something about it. What's going on with interior defense? Not everybody is yamming out there. In turn, it makes us, the community, look like we don't know what we want, when indeed we do know what we want. We want balance. You can't have a super high driving dunk on your build and not be able to convert an open dunk or an open layup. Just like you can't have a super high blocking attribute or interior defensive attribute and not be able to stop finishers or get some contests in the paint. It's not our job to figure this out. We are the consumers. And I may be speaking this stuff a bit prematurely because some of the newer folks at 2K are like, what is he talking about? They haven't even done nothing yet. I think when you've been a part of the 2K community for as long as I have, or as long as some of the other members have, you start to see what's to come. You end up learning the 2K language and you learn the 2K finesse and you know what's gonna end up broken next. If I had to pick and choose, do we have finishing, leave it the way it was, or increase the finishing to something like NBA 2K24? Surely I would lean towards more excitement, more offense, more finishing. But I remember a point in time in some of the older 2Ks where it was exciting for both the finisher and the defender. The defender will get a swap block animation and the driver will drive through his animation. There was no weird contact or impact engine that turned his finishing dunk into like a layup, you know, and I understand why contact was implemented into the game, but it doesn't make for exciting gameplay. More often than not, your driving dunk, what you queued up on your controller, is turning into a whole different cue for your controller. As for driving dunks, you have to hold right trigger down to commit to a driving dunk animation, as opposed to going up without the right trigger held down and you'll get a layup animation. So it's giving us a whole different animation than what we queued up. In previous versions of 2K, it wasn't like that. It made for more excitement when you seen both animations play out, the defender getting a swap block and the driver getting a crazy dunk animation, where sometimes it was like 50-50. The defender would win some of those battles and the finisher would win some as well. And what I realized is that back then it was like, let's say if I went up for the driving dunk and I got it that time, the defender would be like, I'll get him next time. Go ahead, drive again, drive again. And it led to that level of excitement. Or if I was the defender, let's try that again, homie. Don't come in this paint type of stuff. It just made for exciting gameplay. And what we have now is just not the same. And I don't think folks are going to be fully happy with this patch update. I could be wrong. I'm going to give it a shot today. And I am going to bring my high driving dunk build to thoroughly test out these changes. And I'll definitely get back to you and let you know what I experienced. There's one other thing that I wanted to mention before wrapping up this video, something that's different on NBA 2K25 than previous versions of 2K. The angles that you need to take to actually start your animation for a driving dunk, they seem a little off this year. I don't know if this dunk meter adjustment is gonna fix that type of stuff, but there's something weird about the angles where you know you're driving to the rack, your momentum is fully going to the rack, but it'll put you into a leaner or a fade back or some type of weird stuff. I think some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe if you trigger it too early, you're gonna get that kind of dribble pull-up animation, but that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the particular angles. And for you finishers out there, I'm sure you've experienced breaking down your defender, driving past your defender, having a clear lane, but 2K just failing to give you a dunking animation. You guys let me know if you experienced something like that. Sound off in the comments section below. I will be definitely keeping an eye on all this stuff, and I'll make an update video to let you know what I found out. Again, if any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.